Okay, test 1, 2, 3. Why is that? Should be right on the money there now. Hello. Yes, I just started. Come here and say hello. Yeah, come on. It's your birthday. Okay. Let's double check the audio here. VA3KBC. VA3KBC. And let's find something here that's got audio.
40 Kilo, Whiskey 3 Oscar Kilo. Did I hear Kilo Bravo 9?
Yeah, it's a contest today or
Whiskey
this
3
weekend.
Oscar Kilo,
So.
calling again.
Yeah.
Bravo.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, I didn't get anything out of that but a kilo. Somebody starting with...
Well, I'm going to get out of there and put it right there. And I'm going to mute it. So, it's off the speaker here. So there's a bit of a lag because it's on the internet. So by the time it picks it up, gets on YouTube, there's a little lag there. Not too bad though. Captain Darren should be joining soon, hopefully. And so we've got all the tabs all ready to go here. All the websites. So that I might have to change because I'm not sure what frequency. Yeah, I think we're different than what's saved there, but anyhow, so we'll get this started shortly. So, Elizabeth, I should oops. Okay. I'll fire this, get this going at 2 o'clock. Just let everything run there for a bit. Let me just check some other frequencies here. And I'm going to turn that down so we don't have any issues. 20 meters.
Hotel 1,
A lot of contesting going on this weekend.
India Sierra.
Kilo Juliet 4, one more time.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for the call. S79BU. Now, I think Q is flying out. It doesn't work on this time. Thank you. Q is flying probably to the 20 meter, but there is...
Good luck. 33, Whiskey Radio 4, Victor Radio.
Whiskey X. 2, Papa Tango Hotel, 1, India.
Hotel, Minnesota, Mike November, over.
November Echo.
copy for Oscar November Echo. We are 3 Mike Victor Alpha, and can I get your call again?
My call again is QRZ, Whiskey Radio 4 Victor Radio.
Whiskey X-ray 2, Whiskey X. That's why I was worried, because I was running blind with everything.
My goodness, that is a pile up.
Away, over.
Oscar Kilo, Whiskey 3, Oscar Kilo.
Hotel Mike India, please copy 2 Hotel Mike India.
Roger, your 2.
Charlie 1, Victor, stroke 1. You are 5'9", 2 India.
And I see, you know, 4 to 6. I mean, it's perfect.
Whiskey 8, Juliet X-ray November.
If you have the stream up, Elizabeth, post in the chat to let me know when you've got enough people there to watch.
Echo, echo, echo.
Because you don't leave the house.
I do leave the house. I go to work.
Yeah, but you don't log. But it's not you're logging in the.
3, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Romeo, Juliet, Sierra, go ahead.
1 Oscar, Oscar Hotel.
I have you down as 1 Oscar, Oscar Hotel.
Field Day, Whiskey 3.
Went aboard with a fellow that I used to work with who was a submariner and knew that ship inside out. He showed me the greatest tour I ever had of a submarine. WB2PYT, bye.
Whiskey Bravo 2, Papa Yankee.
If you're watching, Elizabeth, there's a chat box on the right-hand side there. Let me know. Looks like there's a few viewers now started. Once you let me know, I'll get started here.
Dan, we hope to catch you again.
Well, I guess when
Whiskey 3, Oscar India.
Hotel, thank you.
Repeat your category, please.
Delta Yankee.
QSL, I have you in Delta Alpha.
I assume you're a Lions fan. I won't hold that against you, but
station, I think.
If you're watching, Elizabeth, on the right-hand side, there's a chat box there. Let me know when you have enough people there watching. I'll get it started here. Let me know, Elizabeth, when you have enough people there. Well, I guess I could get started. It's about almost 10 after here, so bring that down and let me remove that. So my call is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. I've been licensed 12 years now, and Elizabeth says she has about 8 to 10, I believe, new licensed hams. So I'm not sure whether they're basic or basic with honors. If you're basic, well then 6 meters and up, but if you're basic with honors, then you've got all the bands and all the frequencies on those bands. So you're going to want to have equipment to operate, and well, there's a lot of different places you can go to. So whether you buy new or used, Cork, Kitchener-Waterloo Amateur Radio Club swap meet is a good place to start to find used stuff. So it's just kwarc.org, Cork swap shop, and we'll do the recent listings here. So there's someone, let me get out of that right there. So there's different advertisements here. Danny's got his VK3AMP is what I'm operating with as well. He has it for sale. He has his hex beam for sale. That's a good antenna for 20, 17, 15, 12, 10, and 6 meters. So right from 20 to 6. It's only about 25 pounds. You don't need to have it up very high, so that'll work very good for somebody that wants to work the higher bands, 6 meters up to 20 meters. And so yeah, there's Cork is, like I said, one of the best ones here in Ontario, Canada, to find stuff. So then after that, arntars.com. And so you have Ontario Marketplace, and then you find all sorts of stuff listed as well. So if you're looking to buy something used, get started, it's a good place. Danny's got his amp in there as well. In the States, QTH, very popular. It's a good website. I bought some stuff from there, and I've had it shipped to Blue Water Warehousing in Port Huron, and then just went over there and picked it up, and then declared it. So it was an easy way, because a lot of the hams don't like shipping into Canada, so that's a good spot right there. Blue Water Warehousing to have stuff shipped, and I believe at the time it was either $5 or $10 to have something shipped there, and you pay Blue Water Warehousing either 5 or 10. I forget how much it was now. They'll email you and tell you when your item is in. So looking for a radio. There's all sorts of listings here, whether it's radios or amplifiers or tuners, any of that nature. Universal Radio, one of the best websites in my opinion for looking at stuff. Now they're not in business anymore. You can't order from them, but they have a lot of, their website is really really good to navigate and look at the different radios. For anybody that wants to get a new radio, I highly recommend the ICOM 7300. I think that's the best radio for your buck. It's an SDR radio, not in the sense like my Anan or my Apache Labs Anan 7000 DLE or the Flex radio, the Sun radio, but it's close. So it's, in my opinion, one of the best bargains there. And so yeah, that's some of the things that you can find on Universal Radio here. So what else do they have here? They had what do we got here? Use list. Yeah, well, I don't know if they even have that going anymore. Well, they still do, I guess. But so anyhow, that's, you can peruse that again. I say that's Universal Radio. I use myself, I buy a lot of stuff from DX Engineering. They're in Ohio. I get it in about 3 working days. They send it with FedEx. I request FedEx, and I get it in usually 3 working days. So you want, what do we got here? Right there. So transceivers. So the 7300 right there is 1,099 Canadian. You can set this up. Let's see now. Where do you go here? I believe you have to. Where the heck is it now? There's somewheres where you go in here and you can set up so it's priced in Canadian funds. That's how I have it. And but on this website or on this computer, I don't have that set up there. But anyhow, you can set it up so you know what the price is in Canadian funds. So they have a lot of items, and so yeah, the Yaesu's a good radio. Other than the setting them up, there's a lot to setting them up, and they have menus, a lot of menus, and a lot of guys get frustrated with having to go through the menus, but that's something I guess you just have to learn how to do. So so that's one. I've purchased from Radio World as well, and they're up in Toronto. So if guys want to buy in Canada here, that's fine as well. So trying to find the 7300s right there. So in stock, $15.99. So yeah, and that's the other thing you got to take in consideration is the exchange rate between Canada and the United States. So, so that's another one, Radio World, and then in the United States, Ham Radio Outlet. I've bought a few things from there. My 2 meters I got from Ham Radio Outlet, and I have the Yaesu 1900 and the 2100, 2800, 2 meters. So there's a good website too. And if you're wanting to follow, if you don't have a receiver, this is a good website here, Web SDR K3FEF. That's in Pennsylvania, and you can actually listen to the different bands and the different frequencies. I think I got the audio. Yeah, it's just muted right now, and I have to go there. And anyhow, let me go back. I don't want to get into that right now. But this is a receiver, so you can listen to a lot of different amateur radio sites, frequencies. So, and this is a little bit different. A few years ago, I was on 20 meters, and I heard a station talking, and then it was actually a C-130 Hercules coming from Denver Air National Guard, and they were going to New York State. And one of the, I don't know whether it was cargo master or what, but he was on the radio. He had his HF and running 20 meters. So this website, Doug KB2 UKE, told me about it. So this website, you can have all the aircraft that are in the air in North America and around the world, really. But I didn't have this at the time. If I had had this at the time, I could have brought that up and would have been able to follow them. So there's an example there. So there's the C-130 Hercules right there. And he's up 16,000 feet. And I'm not sure where he left, but we got yeah, Denver Air National Guard. There you go. So he's on. They're probably on their way to New York State. He wouldn't say exactly where, just going towards New York. So I thought that was quite interesting. So and a lot of times just listening, you can find some stuff that's quite interesting. So this is a good website here, operators.Exchange.com. So again, when you take that off, then you've got all the aircraft. So anybody ever wonder how many aircraft are flying at any one time over North America? There you go. So that is that part of the lesson here. So once you're licensed, I'm not sure how long it takes, but it eventually does get put on QRZ. QRZ is used around the world by all the hams to verify that you are licensed and that you're someone that has gone through the course and passed the exam and have a call sign. So you put the individual's call sign in here, and VE3DAG, Danny's a friend of mine. He's up in Innisfil. This is his QRZ page. So he's customized it, and he has the VK-AMP as well, and he runs the Hermes Light for a transceiver. He really knows his way around software and how he can set up his QRZ page, and there he is there showing off the fish. So my QRZ page, that's my station right there, and I have that picture there. That picture there is of my dad's tractor back in 1966, and when he traded it in, he got another John Deere 4020 from Ludwig Podolinsky. Ludwig's brother Frank bought it and has had it all these years, and it got in pretty rough shape, so reconditioned it. And my kind of ironic that it's my son-in-law's dad that has that tractor. Frank's passed away, so my son-in-law's mother's got the tractor, and her son-in-law has it at his place. So he more or less finished up the reconditioning of it. I got it back to like brand new. So that was at the Alvinston Fair. But anyhow, back to QRZ. So there's advertising on here as well. It's a swap meet, so you can see what's for sale, and amplifiers, and who's this? VK-AMP. Oh, Danny's got it on QRZ here as well. There you go. VK-AMPs are out of Australia. Onder does a wonderful job. Expert Amp out of Florida, they're a great amp as well. They have the Mercury 3 and then the Lux. I went with the VK-AMP because the Canadian exchange rate to Australian dollar was more favorable. Plus, I got it in about, I think, around 2 months, where the Lux, I believe, was about a year wait. So you know, that's what you have to look at when you're thinking of getting something. So, but again, that's on QRZ. So I had EHAM. Where did EHAM? Oh, EHAM. I didn't bring EHAM up. There we go. There's EHAM. That's another good one. It has forums. It has classifieds. The community. So say you want to know some information, and actually, I found it very. Why is that? Oh, I think they're having trouble with their website. Doggone it. I don't know if I can. I've been noticing it's been really slow the last few days, and yep, there's some issues with it. So, but they have yeah. See, it's really slow, hardly moving. But they have where the heck was it now? Digital emergency. There was one part here that I can't remember where it was now. Anyhow, what I'm getting at was that I had an issue when we got this new house built, and I got the station set up. I was having issue with the arc fault circuit interrupters. They were popping, and if I ran the amplifier and ran more than 100 watts, if I was running 500 watts, it would pop the arc fault circuit interrupters. So long story short, I went on here in the community and in the forums and found a whole bunch of information, and it had to do with Eaton breakers. And so I called Eaton. They sent me the green ones, and I took the yellow ones out, put the green ones in, and that cured the problem. It was RF interference. So anyhow, that's just one of the things that helped out going to the community and reading in the forums there. So yeah, that's again, there's the classifieds, and I don't know whether it let me forums. Let me see. Oh, and reviews. Well, the reviews work. The reviews is another one that I like to utilize for the simple fact that, you know, there could be something you're particularly interested in, and you're wondering, you know, what's been the story on it, so you'll check the reviews out, and they're not coming up because there's problems with the ham, but you'll find what you may be looking for, and there might be 10 different reviews, and maybe 8 of them are positive and 2 are negative, so that kind of gives you an idea. Well, yeah, I think that might be worth investing in, or you might have 8 negative and only 2 positive, and then you're going to say, no, I don't think I'm going to bother with that. So that's something you might want to look at. I had, let's see now, antennas, yeah, these right there. It might not come up. It's very slow. Anyhow, I'm not going to bother going any further with that. We'll just leave that one for now. But okay, so that's some of the things that you can look at yourselves, is these sites here. And because we're on YouTube here, this will be saved on my YouTube site, and you can find it from my QRZ channel or QRZ site, or you can just go to YouTube and put in my call here and bring up my QRZ or YouTube site. Now, Captain Darren is an airline pilot, is a friend of mine. He has a very good YouTube channel. He does a lot of tutorials, I guess you could say. Actually, when I got my HF auto tuner, Palstar HF auto tuner, I watched his YouTube channel to get a few hints and ideas on utilizing it and the settings and that. So he's actually in Washington DC right now in a hotel room waiting for his next flight. I was talking to him a little while ago, and anyhow, so like I said, he has some very interesting stuff there. Who else now? Some more. So I have where is okay, now my Anan here, the guys with the Anan software defined radios, we have the program called Thetis, and this individual here, Richie, NW0LGE, holy mackerel, he is a wizard. He's done a lot of work to all the software for the Anan here, Thetis program. He's really done a lot of wild things to make it, improve it all the more. And let me just let me back out of here for a second. I got to bring this up. I'm going to mute this. So, did I mute it? I did mute it, yeah. I think we're a little lag behind there. Anyhow, let me bring up the setup here. So there's a lot of features here that you can set up, display, but what I really like is yes, dear? Nothing? Okay. The screen here, the skins, you can change the skins. And That's one of the skins. There's a bunch more. What's that, dear?
I just come down to see what was going on.
Oh, I am doing this here. I'll go back to the world clock here and bring that up. So that's the background. Anyhow, let's carry on here. So back to the appearance. You've got these settings here for the pan adapter, and let me just show you here. This here reflects what your water for your pan adapter looks like. So that's just one of the things that you can adjust, change things all around, and that's a new feature that Richie's come up with. So I'm not going to go through a whole lot on the Anan here. It's very advanced, can get quite complicated if you're not into whoops, let me go back here and display appearance general, go back here, world time, apply, there we go. So that that's just some of the features there. So I think that let me bring that down. I can't think of too much else to talk about. Oh, wait a minute. Now, where is KB2 UK? Now, Doug, KB2 UK. Oh, he is great for doing audio work. He he is a guru on doing audio work, and then also oh, no, that's the wrong. Let me just change that. I got to go. Go here. Okay. N4Q and T. There's Art. So Art helped me set up my EQing on my radio here. We did team view, so he was into my computer through team view and had me talking and set up my audio for me. So that's his QRZ site, and I have saved the settings on my QRZ site. That's my station setup, what I have for equipment. That's what it looks like. That's my ugly mug. My beautiful wife, whose birthday was the 23rd, but we're going out to McPherson's later today with friends, Scott VE3PSN and his wife Jules. So that's some of the stations I've talked to around the world. And so that's the screenshot of my equalizer. It's a 10-band parametric equalizer, CFC. So that is the 3-element Mosely beam that I operate for 40, 20, and 17. A tilt-over tower. That's the other tower that I have for the 80-meter doublet and 160-meter resonant antenna. So that's about the story there. So I guess moving on to antennas. Antennas here. Yeah, a ton of different things. Probably the simplest thing to build is a dipole, resonant dipole, and I believe Elizabeth said that she's supposed to have some of the Sarnia Club members showing up there, and I'm sure they can probably explain stuff a lot better than me. So I am going to I think I'll conclude this video. There was one thing I wanted to talk about, really, but I don't have any of my buddies that operate on today. They had other things to do, so I was going to talk about with the SDR, and some of us do run 4K wide transmit and receive, and the audio is just sounds better. And anyhow, so that's the story here. So I'm going to stop the streaming, and everybody have a good day. And Elizabeth, I hope this is good enough, and you guys can also watch it later, as I said, because it's saved on YouTube there, so you can all watch it later. This is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie signing off.